Okay, he's probably gonna, there it is. Hi, everybody. Making sure my phone's on silent. Okay, I think we're gonna go ahead and get started. Thanks, everyone, for showing up at Ignite at your lunch hour. We appreciate you taking the time to hang out with us. I'm Matt Heidinger, I work for Microsoft, and I am going to talk about adaptive cards today. And when we think about adaptive cards, some of you may be familiar with them, some of you may not be, but a lot of us are set in our ways. Maybe us are developers, we're IT pros, we're business people, and we use the apps we use, we have the workflows we have, and it's hard to change that behavior. So adaptive cards really help you augment those workflows by putting actionable content into the apps that your users are already using. And with that, we're going to see some more of this. But instead of Microsoft and myself talking at you all day, I'm actually really excited to share that I'm joined all the way from Germany, Tim Kadenbach. I think he made me pronounce his name a couple different times. He works for a company called Teamwork. Tim, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, thank you, Matt. My name is Tim Kadenbach. I'm the head of integrations for Teamwork. At Teamwork, we build products to help you run your business, such as project management tools, help desk, CRM, knowledge management, and chat tools. One success factor for these products is if we have integrations or not. And adaptive cards already helped us a bit and will help us in future to build these integrations a lot easier and faster.
Awesome. And so throughout this talk, Tim's really going to give us an adaptive cards from the trenches, real-world look on a lot of use cases that has saved their company some time and helped them deliver faster. So we know that some of you probably have heard about adaptive cards. Maybe you're not quite sure what it is, so we like to say newcomers. We're going to make sure everyone gets on the same page. Some of you may be what we call card authors, and you're familiar with adaptive cards. You know how to use them. You're putting cards into Microsoft 365 apps already to engage with those workflows. Or maybe you're advanced users and actually using our rendering libraries, and you're really going the full scale with adaptive card things. But if those terms, card authors and host apps, don't make any sense to you, they will in a second. And so we're going to switch over to the first demo, which we like to say it's meeting your users where they are. So hopefully everyone can see that. I'll make that a little bigger. So the cool thing about adaptive cards is we set out from the beginning to make it an open source product. It is not a Microsoft specific product. It happens to be used in a lot of Microsoft properties, but we had some really exciting announcements recently. Teamwork was one, but another major platform has adopted adaptive cards as their standardized way of exchanging card content. Like the web development in the early 2000s, it was, browsers acted weird. Right now, we have a lot of proprietary card formats. So adaptive cards is setting out to try and be an open standard for exchanging UI between apps and services. Everything about adaptive cards lives at adaptivecards.io. You could play with this today. This is how you'll get started. You'll see everything from the latest release, what platforms are supported, and the documentation for them, as well as our roadmap and what we're planning. And instead of clicking on that, I'll switch over to it briefly. If you click on that roadmap link from Adaptive Cards, you'll get taken to this page. And we call this our product board feedback portal. And what this is everything we're considering for future development. So it's like user voice in that it's open, friendly. You just have to have an email address. You can tell us what you like. And it really helps us be a community-driven product and a customer-driven product so that we know what to focus on over time. So if you're already interested, if you're somewhat invested, check this out. You'll see what we're currently working on. Clearly, input validation with 31 comments there is one of our highly requested features. But roadmap is where you're going to see all the things to keep going. So with that, though, let's see what the heck an adaptive card is, because some of you probably are still like, well, what really is it? So I like to start by showing this demo, and you might have seen we had some display hiccups here. So I'm trying to present an iPhone at one point, but what I have here loaded up is the Actionable Messages Designer. And Actionable Messages is the way to get actionable content into Outlook experiences. Outlook web app, Outlook desktop, or even Outlook on a phone, which is what we're going to show here. This design tool is how you build an adaptive card. It is a drag-drop designer. I can see it's composed of these things. If I want to put in a new text block, this is me, though, creating a poll to deliver a poll right into Outlook. I don't know how many of you, I work in program management. I like to do polls to see user satisfaction. The response rate, though, is always quite low. No one wants to click a link. No one knows what they're signing up for. If you can deliver that UI right into Outlook, your response rate can go up significantly. So this tool, once I've signed in, you can sign in with your tenant information, and you can hit send. What that's going to do is card was sent successfully. Tim's going to help me see if this thing will focus. Okay, we see that the email just came in. How do I hold that straight up? Okay, so we just got a new mail. That's to my iPhone here running Outlook. And when I click on this, that same poll, unfortunately you can't see it the way it was, is right here presented in this email. Again, this is just Outlook. I've clicked on an email, and there's this actionable poll right in here. Take 2 minutes to fill it out. Where should we host the conference? Or other, you can hit submit. Right without leaving Outlook, we'll see that the poll was completed successfully. And there it goes, poll is submitted successfully. Now I'm back on my home screen. I didn't have to do anything crazy. I put that content right into the apps that my users are already using. You're not trying to ask them to change more ingrained behaviors. That specifically is where adaptive cards can really help shine. Think about those workflows, not rewriting your entire app, but those key scenarios that can really make those flows go a little faster. Okay, let's switch back to 8. Yes, we're going to do a whirlwind lap around all things adaptive cards. So that was the actual message designer. That's it in Outlook. Let's see what the heck these things really are, though. So from adaptive cards, I always like to say, click on samples right along the top. These are adaptive card samples. Again, they're not templates. You can build anything you want. There's no poll template. There's no restaurant template. These are just examples that we've come up with to help you get inspired in what types of things you can create. We'll again see some more realistic ones once Tim gets on stage. But here we can see I've organized this adaptive card to show this looks like a flight update. This looks like a stock update. You're presenting it to the user, organizing it in such a way, and that we can see that how it previews. The adaptive part of it, if I switch over to the designer, the other link at the top, once I click this guy. So this is our adaptive card designer. It's a web-based design tool, as we've seen. The neat thing, and where you start to see, okay, so what does it mean by adaptive? What's adaptive about these cards? Well, what's adaptive about that is you can change this host app and see how this card would look in different apps. We saw it in Outlook. What if I wrote a Cortana skill, though? Now I can see this card has completely changed its visual appearance. The buttons are laid out differently. The text is now colored differently. If I write a bot into Teams, if I write a card into Outlook, I can write that card once. I can share that card into multiple apps without having to know what's their design language, what's their type ramp. And for apps like that, like Outlook and Teams, they know that their users, they can open up and make these apps extensible in ways that never were possible before because you need that trust. You need to make sure that you're plugging into content. They don't want to have to necessarily vet Teamwork and that you're going to make your card look like Teams. With Adaptive Card, it automatically adapts, so you get that automatic reach. Why do I keep talking about it, though? Why don't we see
Matt,
this?
why don't we look at some real examples for that now?
Where do you want me to go?
Well, why don't you just open like Microsoft Teams, for example?
And here we were talking and demoing,
here we were
practicing.
talking. Exactly. So what you can see here is already 2 adaptive cards. So the small one showing the task and the bigger one, that's both adaptive cards we sent to Teams earlier. We were just trying things pretty much, but that's both adaptive cards.
So this was cool, though. So I shared a very expressive thing to you in chat. It's much more rich than a link to something that I'd have to click on. You're actually bringing Teamwork content right into Teams and sharing a very specific card-like thing.
Yeah, exactly. So for that, Microsoft Teams has so-called messaging extensions. So when you click on the 3 dots there,
Okay.
and when you open the Teamwork extension, with messaging extensions, you can search for content, you can share content with your team, and
Test is always guaranteed to return data.
Yeah, test is always guaranteed to exactly that. So you can the messaging extension puts an adaptive card into your compose window, you can write something like, hey guys, let's talk about that or whatever, and it puts the adaptive card, as you've seen that, into chat. So you can share data with your team. In our case, that's a task in our project management tool. And what you also can do is, with that small plus button, you can create a new task straight from within Microsoft Teams.
And so this is an adaptive card here too?
This is an adaptive card too, so all you see here is based on adaptive card. So that's just an input form, but that's all adaptive card based.
For real this time.
Yeah.
And these are called task modules, right?
These are called task modules. So Microsoft Teams has that feature which is called task modules, which is pretty much a modal in Microsoft Teams which you can fill with your own content. It can be an adaptive card, it can be a website you host yourself, but in our case we are just using adaptive cards because it's a lot easier that way for us.
And so adaptive cards, they're good at displaying information, but here clearly you're collecting input from a user. That's pretty neat. So there's inputs, and it always looks like Teams. I happen to be on the dark theme, but if I were on the light theme, that card would have just adapted. I didn't have to work. You probably didn't spend a lot of time building this UI.
Yeah, we didn't. All we did is create the card itself, and that's pretty much it.
And then so we send that. Cool. Is there anywhere else that Teamwork has integrated? Again, we're trying to figure out what are the workflows that we can integrate with. Do you have any other use cases here?
Yeah, absolutely. When you open your Visual Studio Code, for example, so we built that Visual Studio Code extension a while ago, and that's also pretty much completely based on adaptive cards. So what you see on the left hand is just tasks in the project we created just for the Ignite as a demo. When you open these, and there you can see that the task Matt just added in Microsoft Teams, and what you see on the right is actually an adaptive card. So what we did is we used adaptive cards to show tasks from the project management tool in Visual Studio Code, and we even did a little bit more than just showing them, because you can log time on the task straight away from VS Code. You can even add comments, and all that is based on adaptive cards.
Cool. So, and this is great to me as a user. You're not asking me to change my workflow. I used to be a consultant. I have to write my time billable all the time. That was pretty neat and right in my flow. And so that was just an extension that people could actually install today. Just
that is absolutely available today. It's on GitHub. It's an open source project on GitHub. You can download it. You can even extend it if you want to. You can have a look at how we did it.
Awesome.
That's. I think we have the link later.
Yes, we do. Yeah. So I forgot to mention this talk, because we've got only 45 minutes. We're going to be flying through a lot of stuff. We have a lot of links at the end. We will be around for a roundtable as well if people want to answer questions. But yeah, we're going to be flying through a lot of this stuff. So cool. That was a lap around adaptive cards. We'll get into a little bit more like what the heck are these things in a second. So that's what we mean by meet your users where they are, right? Think about those workflows, integrate into these different experiences without doing a lot of work. You didn't have to write any specific web technology for that. You just wrote an adaptive card. You got to reuse the same exact adaptive card between those different apps. And hopefully your users are finding that they're getting their work done faster.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So adaptive cards work today. All the things we showed today is all existing, and it really helps integrate with Microsoft 365. But we knew from the beginning we didn't want it to be just for Microsoft 365. We knew we wanted adaptive cards to be an open standard for the industry, and we knew we wanted to get the full amount of creativity from the industry, like folks such as yourselves. We knew we wanted it to be open source and that you could build it into your own applications, not even just extensions. And we'll see a little bit more on that. But over the last couple of years, that's really helped us, the creativity from people has really helped us refine how we think about adaptive cards. And so we threw together this little animation that hopefully makes this a little more clear. So where adaptive cards can help, in different to, say, other maybe cross-platform frameworks, adaptive cards really help you if you have snippets. There are snippets of, it's a card expressed in JSON, so it's really about snippets of interactive and exchangeable content. Because it's expressed as JSON, we typically see these cards going to multiple devices. You saw that I created a task in Teams, and then I refreshed it in VS Code. That content was synced using that same thing. So it makes it very easy to exchange UI between apps and services, either directly or through the cloud. So there's snippets of interactive and exchangeable content that blend natively into any experience. And when we say any experience, we really mean it. So you saw it on an iPhone. We saw that that's purely native UI. There's no technology interop here. An adaptive card doesn't render using web technology. It can. If in VS Code, for example, it renders using JavaScript. But it's always purely native. If you imagine a chat thread with a chat bot and there's a whole bunch of those cards, if they were written as a web technology and each one of them was a web view, you'd start to get a lot of performance considerations, some security impact. So adaptive cards always render purely natively on the platform that happens to be rendering them. And when we say any platform, we really do mean it. Over a couple months ago, we got to announce Flutter and React Native support built completely by the community, the advantage of open source, and the fact that our renderers are native Android, iOS, UWP, JavaScript, WPF. Because they're all open source, they're fantastic reference implementations for writing your own adaptive card renderer. And all that renderer does is takes that JSON that I've expressed, renders it in a native UI. So if you have a Flutter app or if you have a React Native app, you can install these renderers, and now you can render adaptive cards inside of those. So that was pretty cool. So with that, why don't we get a little deeper? Hopefully everyone at least kind of gets some of these terms that where would you use adaptive cards? And we're going to go into what I consider a marathon demo of really diving into this. All right, where are we at here? So I'm going to start. Yep. I'm going to start with templating. And what we're going to see is something that I just published last night from my hotel room. So you are all getting the absolute latest and greatest. So I showed everyone earlier this samples page. And again, these are just clicking through some samples. These are adaptive cards as they existed today. But if you've been using this for a little while, you might notice a little bit of a problem. The content, as in this is pizza, this is Tom's Pie, the rating is 4.2, it's tightly coupled within the JSON layout. So if I want to fill this thing with real data, maybe it's not pizza, maybe it's not Tom's Pie, I want to use my own data, you're kind of on your own today. So we really wanted to make that easier, really simplify the development workflow of using an adaptive card, but filling it with real data. So the preview here is this big toggle switch on the samples page. And what we're going to do is say, I'm going to use adaptive card templating. That's what we're calling this concept of data binding, right? So you're going to take the card, and we're going to take the content out from right within the card, and we're going to separate it. So when I turn this on, instead of having one card, now we have two different JSON things. We have the data, and we have the template. And you'll notice that this data, this is schema.org data. I didn't come up with this data. If you're familiar with schema.org, they're really trying to schematize all things and all things. That's why when you go to Google or Bing and you search for restaurants, you get those little card-like views. Those are all schematized data.
So this is just a normal public API, pretty much.
Exactly, yes. This is just a completely normal public API. And in the adaptive card, some of you might be familiar with UI templating today. I've replaced where you used to see Tom's Pie and things like that with these curly braces. So curly brace, oh, that's a little too much. Curly brace name, I can bind to certain things. I can do conditions such as, okay, if the value here for rating, which is 4.5, maybe I need to build up these stars programmatically. So there's a little bit of a templating language where you can do some things. Stock's another good one. So if I switch to the stock template, this is financial data I got from IEX Trading. They offer financial data. Again, I didn't create this data. We really wanted to make it so you can write a UI template for your own data, for organizational data, or data from the web. But we knew if that was the case, your template needs to be expressed enough that we don't want you to always have to massage the data. And what I mean by that is, in this case, the value here is 128. The change is $2. Click try it yourself and load up the designer.
That looks a little bit wrong.
Yeah, that is what the funny thing about templating is now it makes the card a little bit scary, right? It's got all these curly braces in there. There's functions in here. So we're saying if the change is greater than or equal to 0, these are similar to maybe Excel functions you might be used to. But we're writing these things because we want to know if the card is if the stock is trending up, we want it to be green and have an up arrow. If the stock is trending down, it needs to be red. So we knew that we needed to make it approachable for maybe non-front-end developers. So we added this concept, what we call sample data. So down here, what you'll see in the design surface is the card payload itself. This is the card, but this is that sample data. So this is just, sample data that I use for my design time experience. If you're really using this, you would be passing along this data at runtime. We'll show you how that works. But to make this make sense, we click preview mode. And what it's doing here is actually applying the template with this sample data. So if I go find the change field here, and maybe the stock is trading down today, so I change it to negative, you'll see now, aside from the undefined bug there, preview things, you'll see that the template is completely changing itself based on what the data is. So you can do a little bit of formatting, you can do a little bit of conditional stuff, but you can really start to share and reuse a lot of these UIs.
So should we show that a little bit in another live example, pretty much?
I think yes, we should. Do you have an example where you're using templating?
Oh, yeah, yes, we do. First of all, the VS Code example we showed earlier is actually using templating. We just didn't explain it back then, but everything you've seen before is already using templating. And we pretty much did the same we used in VS Code, just this time in Visual Studio Professional. As some of you might know, VS Code is JavaScript-based, Visual Studio Professional is completely WPF-based. So it's a completely different technology, but all we needed to do is take the same card, have it render in Visual Studio, and that's just a couple lines of code. So as you can see, it's the same card rendered in here. You've seen the same before in Visual Studio Code.
So I could add comments, I could log time.
Yes.
You're reusing that same UI, completely different
Completely
platform.
the same thing in a completely different platform. And if we look at the code for that, that is here. 1 second. Here. So if you look at the code for that, the very first thing we did is just load data from our Teamwork API. So that's nothing special, just an API call to get the actual task data we want to show.
And that's just a standard C# call. You're putting a C# object.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just a default C# object. You can use any JSON object you want, any C# object, whatever you want. The first thing we do then is we load our host config from a remote source. So
host config. Can you click on that real quick?
Oh, yeah, I can.
I'll explain briefly what host config is. So when we talk about adaptive cards adapting to the host that's hosting them, like Outlook or Teams, this is what we're talking about. And if you would zoom in a little bit. So this is what we call a host config, and everyone that's hosting cards has their own. It's a JSON-based way of describing the look and feel of the card. What's the type ramp? What's the margins? What's the font sizes? And is it light on dark? What are the different color schemes? So that host config paired with the adaptive card is what makes it so that card renders the same way, blends in with its surroundings.
So when you want to host adaptive cards in your own application, that is pretty much the only thing you have to do to define how the card is linked to your own UI and how the card matches your own UI pretty much.
And you wrote your own in this case, right?
We wrote our own. That's the same one we use in Visual Studio Code. So we just wrote one host config. We have it on a remote location, so it's not shipped with the application code itself. It gets loaded at runtime. And we use the same host config now in Visual Studio Professional.
Cool. And so these host configs, they're all these open source JSON files. So if you did want to render your own, you could grab these.
Yes.
So you're downloading that over the web. We just clicked on it to pull it up. But so you're downloading that. You're effectively learning how to render UI within Visual Studio, the extension.
Yes.
As in, if you updated that, VS will have a new look and feel, but all you had to do is update that file.
Yes, exactly. So let's say we don't like something, we don't like the margin, or want to change the font or whatever. All we have to do is upload a new template.
Yeah.
And everyone using our Visual Studio Code extension will have the new font, the new margins, and all that updated straight away.
Awesome.
So we pretty much can apply layout to our apps based on some remote service.
Awesome. So what do you do after host config?
So after we loaded the host config, we just load the actual template for the card. I can also click on that. So as you can see, this is the normal layout for an adaptive card. So it's just JSON pretty much. As Matt explained before, we have these curly braces, we have these placeholders in here, and that is all properties coming from the actual task data we fetched from the API earlier.
Now, in practice, did you write this by hand, or did the design tool at least sort of help you?
We use the design tool a lot.
Okay.
We had our own sample data I fetched from our API. So I had a JSON object with the data I wanted to use. Then we used the designer to build the card.
Okay. And actually, I'll do a super quick segue because I forgot to show this. I did want to add soon, and for those of you watching the call later, we're working on this improved design time experience to actually bind to the data. So let's say I've got my sample data over here. And I want, to bind this, instead of saying Matt Heidinger, I click on it, I click on bind, and now I can actually bind to the fields within there. So I can bind to the first name, I could bind to other properties, I'll just put age there, I can put all these different things. And then I can obviously click preview and you start to see John, John Doe, et cetera. So this is a work in progress that we're making to make the building, so we can build these complex templates a little easier because, JSON is amazing for machines to communicate. It's a little tricky for humans to author. So we're working on this. This should be rolling out in the coming weeks, this improved design, just binding experience.
Like in our example, we had some nested arrays with comments in it, and doing these really complex templates is quite cumbersome. Might be a lot easier than that way. So if we go back to the code we had earlier, after we downloaded the template, all we have to do is actually these 3 lines of code. So the adaptive transformer is what we call the
we call it the templating SDKs. We're going to rename it from transformer because that's not really. But that is the runtime tool that you use to say, you can see those 2 parameters. It's a very simple API. When you say transform, you say, here's my template, here's my data, and in C#, because he's in .NET, he's using the .NET template SDK, so you pass in your C# object, and it marries the 2 together. It puts the template, it replaces all those curly brace tokens with the actual data, when I'm searching for tasks or when I'm showing it. So that's the SDK that does that for you.
That is not even completely adaptive card related. It's at this state, it's just using the JSON template we downloaded earlier for the adaptive card and replacing all the curly braces with my own data we fetched earlier from the API.
Exactly. So what do you do once you basically at this point have a ready to render adaptive card?
Exactly. Here we have a ready to render adaptive card, and all we have to do is we pass the card from JSON, we pass the card from JSON, and then we initialize a new instance of the renderer. We render the card, and put the rendered card on one of our WPF elements. And that's all we need to do to have it appear in WPF.
Awesome.
One thing we can do if we have a card that has some interactivity, like if we have a submit button somewhere or whatever, adaptive cards have these on-action message handlers, which allow you to do anything you want, pretty much, whatever your workflow needs for the user to be. So in our case, log time and add a comment that's based on that.
And so this pattern is basically the type of thing you'll see depending on the platforms you're using. Teamwork is everywhere. So they're using our JavaScript SDK. Right here you're seeing the .NET SDK if you're writing an iOS app. The pattern, though, that you're seeing, this code pattern, these conventions of, okay, you've got a template, you would download it differently. You've got a template, you would use the binding SDK, and then you install our renderer. Those are going to be native to the platforms you happen to be using. You just install those libraries. We're just showing the C# one for brevity.
And one thing, I think I didn't mention that. So the code in the VS Code extension looks pretty much the same like that.
Yeah.
So C# and TypeScript is pretty similar.
Yeah.
And both extensions use exactly the same template we loaded from that repository earlier. So both extensions use the same template. Once we update that template, add a new field or whatever, it's uploaded in both applications straight away.
Cool. Are there any other can we actually see the JavaScript version of a different version of this?
Give me a second.
I know we're connecting to your, it might be in that tab.
It's doing
no, we're connecting to his development instance.
So what we have here is Teamwork Project. That is our project management tool. And we have one integration that is not yet released, but might be released pretty soon. So one thing we do is we work a lot with GitHub, and a lot of our customers work a lot with GitHub. And we want to sort of connect teamwork tasks with GitHub issues. And we didn't want to build the whole UI ourselves because it's
Right.
quite a lot. It might change. There might be differences depending on which GitHub repository you use. And there's a lot of things we didn't want to do. And so what we did is when you hover over a task here, you get that small thing. That is actually an adaptive card in our own product.
Over GitHub data.
Over GitHub data. So yeah, right now, well, this is not exactly over GitHub data. This is over a task.
Oh, okay,
So
sure.
this adaptive card just shows if there's a linked issue. So in that case, we have one issue linked to the task, but we don't have any pull requests linked yet. When I click on View Issue, we get that small window here. That is, that's actually showing data from GitHub directly as an
Cool.
adaptive card.
Awesome. So it's a similar format.
That's similar to what we did. Like in the examples earlier, we were showing our own data
Yeah.
in different applications. Like we were showing our own data in Visual Studio Code.
Yeah.
In this case, we are getting third-party data into our own products.
Awesome.
And in this case, we're using GitHub. And that template is also hosted on the online. So
Cool. So yeah, I want to switch to this really quick. We'll summarize, and then I want to show one other thing, because really working with Tim, we've realized that he's probably not the only one out there writing templates over GitHub data or any other type of data, such as many of you are familiar with the Microsoft Graph, which is just hundreds of APIs, constantly adding more, that return all this data. And we started to realize, well, why should everyone have to do this pattern over and over and template all these data types? So what we're seeing here, and we've got a proof of concept, we'll switch back to demos. We're trying to answer that question, what if you could instantly display any type of data without writing your own template? Teamwork happened to write a GitHub template. If you want to display GitHub data in your app, should you have to write your own UI if someone else has already done that? So what we have is this card template service. And what we're doing is saying, hey, here's my app. It's got some data. We'll just use graph data for this example. It happens to be data about me. I am going to say, hey, template service, do you have an adaptive card template for this data? The service analyzes the data or the type of the data, so you don't actually have to send any private information over. You can just send the type. In this case, in Graph, it's an OData type. But you can say, hey, do you have a template for this type? The service analyzes the data, says, hey, I actually do, in this case, have a template for it, which is, again, just that JSON file hosted in the cloud. It gets sent back over. So that gray dotted line there, it's subtle, but it's important. The template got downloaded over, and now the two, because we have those client-side templating SDKs, the binding, the joining of the template and the data is all happening on your device. Your data, the actual process, never actually went to the cloud, yet your app effectively learned how to render a new type of thing without ever actually sending the data. So hopefully that graphic makes a little sense, because we're going to show how that works in the context of Graph Explorer. How many of you are familiar with the Graph Explorer? Quick show of hands. Cool, a lot of you. So the Graph Explorer, and this is a preview version of it, so if you ever go to the Graph Explorer and want to have some fun, just throw a whack preview at the end, and then you get all the goodness they're working on. So a lot of you may be familiar with what this does today. And so I'll hit Run Query. I can browse over here to get information. Again, I'm not signed in. They do a good job getting you demo data in this case. But the Graph Explorer is helping you learn, what can I do with the graph? It's a learning tool, really not unlike the actual message designer and the adaptive card designer. But they're really making some forward steps to say, so you've got this data, and here we'll see it. This is again, is just purely data. Display name, given name, job title. I don't know how to display that. If you want to present that to a user, you're now writing your own UI code in whatever you write. Maybe you do React, maybe you do Angular, maybe you have your dev team do it. We wanted to make it so that anyone can start to write these templates to display this type of data. So the tab that's been added, it's called Adaptive Cards, and it happens pretty quickly. But what it does really briefly is says fetching adaptive card, and then it displays it. That is effectively
loads the adaptive card from a remote source.
That's right. Yes. So that same template, we didn't get at it with Tim's demo, but that template is actually stored in a public place. The service then, so anyone can contribute to it. That template just got downloaded and actually binded itself here in the Graph Explorer. And so that your data actually never left the Graph Explorer. And so we wanted to make it so anyone can start contributing these things. We don't want the graph team to have to build all their templates. We don't want everyone GitHub to make their own GitHub templates. So last night, again, because I was up late in my hotel room, we also open sourced a brand new repository under the Microsoft org called Adaptive Cards Templates. And what this is, because these templates are just JSON files, they're stored right in here in the templates folder. I'll make that a little bigger. And they're grouped. So as companies, say IEX Trading, things like schema.org, teamwork.com has added their templates. So these templates, including Teamworks and Graph, they're all just stored right in here. So here's a bunch of different templates. Profile is the one we're currently seeing. This is the way that it maps. So we say this is a template over a graph user. That's how the service knows how to map up what type of template are you looking for. And as long as you put this in, this means that anyone can start to contribute these templates using a standard GitHub flow. I can even improve this template by coming right in here, clicking edit, maybe make an improvement to the adaptive card template, saving it. It opens a pull request. The maintainers will say, hey, this seems like a good improvement. They submit it, they accept it, merge it in, and now the service within about 3 minutes will have a completely new UI, and that means, especially in Graph Explorer, or however you're using it, would get that completely new UI without anyone having to rev anything.
Yeah, and we already, like the GitHub template you've seen earlier and our own templates for our own data, that's all available in there. So the next person that wants to do something with GitHub can just reuse our own template.
Awesome. So we know that, and we saw the template service, we know that not everyone is a developer. So for the rest of this, we were going to focus on a little bit on how can we make this a little more approachable for everyone and everyday users. So to sum up templating, we know we have rich designer integration today. We want to keep doing better. In fact, we want to make it so that we can continue simplifying development workflows. The SDKs I mentioned are available today, so Tim showed the .NET one, the JavaScript one. The other platforms, such as iOS, Android, will be available once we release. But this template service, so discover and contributing to templates, we really want to tighten that designer integration so that you can log in, look up the templates, modify them, all with that front-end experience. Maybe you don't want to make a pull request. Maybe you don't want to have to do all that. We feel like we can make some user-friendly UIs that will integrate all that stuff, bring it to everyday users to start to contribute this UI, to really start democratizing, especially if you have, maybe you don't have an in-house development force and you have to go through a requirements process and hire a team to build some UI. We really want to make it so everyday users, IT users, but maybe long-term even business users can start doing this. And so we have an early look at some scenarios around empowering everyone to really start building these actionable workflows. So let me switch back over one last time. Thank you, sir. And what I'm going to show briefly is, so Power Automate. How many of you guys are using that today? Cool, a lot of people. So there's a couple ways to start sending adaptive cards today. We'll have a lot more to announce in the coming months. Well, I guess I can't actually say that. I was going to say something cool is coming, though, but I don't want to spoil it for the team. Right now, when you go to manually trigger a flow, there's one option here where I can post an adaptive card to the Flowbot to a channel. And right now, it's a text editor. Did we lose the screen?
I didn't do anything.
Oh, boy.
It's also gone here.
We got 6 minutes to go, and we lost AV. Let's see what it does. I'll switch back over. 8. Uh, 8. It's this one. Duplicate. Oh, bummer. So those of you who are familiar with Flow, I'll kind of talk through it real quick. So right now, it's a little bit bare bones, right? You have to paste in the the JSON yourself. We know we can do a little better, maybe integrate that design time experience right into Power Automate. Right into again, just trying to bring things into the apps you use every day. Just like adaptive cards blend into their surroundings for users, we want the adaptive card designer and all that integration to blend around with its surroundings too. That means if you use Power Automate or any of these other experiences that we have. We're going to switch to 9. I could actually take, well, if anyone has a quick question, we could take one quick question while we're waiting. Hopefully it'll just be a minute. And then we're actually kind of closing out. So anyone around this area or that area near a microphone have any questions?
I can't see. I'm half blind. Let me check here. See if we can get that in there.
Yes, sir. Yeah, shout it and I'll repeat it. Go ahead.
Press the 6. Yep. Here we are. It's the DOM.
Oh, yes, that's right. So the question was, how do you get the data back? And that is thank you, sir. That is a fantastic question. So the answer is different depending on what you're doing. So in Flow, that is the main.
Sorry, what?
So the question was, how do you get the data back?
What is
sorry.
Flow?
Oh, man, he got me. Dang, Power Automate. In Power Automate, the new Flow, he got me. How do you get the data back, right? So that's actually a missing piece in Power Automate right now. Right now, these cards that you're seeing here, they're pretty much read-only. If you have an action that you want to be taking, it can't actually reactivate another flow. That is coming soon. It's a key request from people like, okay, and then you can start to create these end-to-end experiences where you collect data back from the card right through Teams without having to do any front-end development at all. And you can imagine a world where the design time experience is all integrated as well. If you are a developer writing code, the mechanism is similar. Tim actually showed in the WPF extension, you basically have to hook into an event, but the mechanism is slightly different if you're writing code. If you're writing a bot, it goes to a back-end endpoint. So we're not really prescriptive on how that works. You can think of adaptive cards, which is a bit of a struggle because a lot of our audience is developers who use this tool to build things that we never saw coming. So it's really up to a lot of these people on how they orchestrate some of these things. So hopefully I answered the question. I'm going to try and wrap up in the next minute or so. But what I wanted to show was someone who did a fantastic job using this tool, using our Designer SDK, which we offer, and integrating it into their own experience. So another partner of ours has been AtBot, and they specialize in low-code bot development, low-code or no-code bot development. We've loved working with them. And this is a look at their portal. And this is me just creating a couple forms. Oh, of course, I have to log back in. So like this survey form, for example. But I can click, this is again their web portal for building bots. I've created this. I can open the card editor. I can go in here, add a new choice. Really great. Really great.
So, sorry, this is the normal adaptive cards designer you showed earlier, just in their portal.
That is exactly right. This experience is integrated right in their portal. I just clicked Save right there. I'm going to click Update Card Template right here. I'm going to go back to Microsoft Teams, click on Survey. Hopefully you saw me type something that was like really, really, really great. This is now me talking to AtBot. And with any luck, look at that. This session is going fantastically. I can hit Yay. So literally without even leaving their portal, they've made it so I can, as a business user, edit this UI, in fact, submit it back. This is using AtBot, so you'd have to be an AtBot customer to get that experience. But we realize that's such a cool, crucial experience for really empowering anyone to deliver these workflows without necessarily having to go through a developer group. And so that's all powered by this adaptive card designer. If you are a developer, get started with this. Think how you can embed it into your experiences. If you're not, and you think about some of these scenarios, tell your development team that this seems like a really neat way that we can all start contributing to UI and development like these things. Okay, since we had a bit of a hiccup, I'm going to rush through. Oh, are we on 9 now?
No?
What does this one say? 6.
9.
Okay. All right. Cool. Okay, I think we actually are going to nail this. We got about a minute left. Oh, wrong. 6, right?
You want the slides, won't you?
Yes, the slides. Yes. Oh, you're right. Getting flustered.
That's 7. I think he switched everything.
Ooh, that's not what you want to see. Cool. So that was basically everything. I know it was a whirlwind. I know we couldn't really touch on a lot of stuff. I want to put these resources up. Obviously, these will be in the session afterwards. I'll give you guys a second. These are all things adaptive cards and adaptive card templating and how you would get started with Outlook actionable messages. See a couple of those phones still up. I'll give you guys a second. There is one more, so keep your phones ready because we talked about a lot of stuff. I'm gonna 3, 2, 1. There's the next one. So this one's going to be how you do Teams messaging extensions, the Microsoft Graph Explorer preview, and if you really want to dive in, Teamworks code is available. I love that you guys do that. I think it's just such a good way to learn some of these things. Dive in.
Visual Studio Professional is not yet available, but will be in the next days.
Perfect.
Sort of.
So we'd love to hear from you. There are a couple ways to keep in touch with the Adaptive Cards team. So we host what we call community calls every month, second Thursday of the month. The next one's going to be November 14th. And if you're interested in this or maybe using Adaptive Cards, I'll be in room W309 from 2:15 to 3:30 today. If you're interested in a roundtable discussion, talk about us. We'd love to hear from you. Are you interested in this? Are you using it? So please do come find us today at 2:15 in room W309. And I'll just recap all that we saw. So where the heck do Adaptive Cards help? Well, they help if you ever want snippets of UI that you can share across applications. You want interactivity without having to write code, without having to do all that burdensome stuff. You want an easy development experience and support for the platforms you already use. An embeddable drag-drop designer that can be, as we saw, embedded into any web-based experience. Deep integration with Microsoft 365 experiences and applications, and the new ability to share these reusable UI templates. We think you don't need to look any further than Adaptive Cards. All of that is at adaptivecards.io if my animation runs. And I want to give a huge round of applause to Teamwork and Tim specifically for being out here. Thank you so much for coming to this session. All right, pause for effect. Thank you so much, and please do fill out your sessions. They're very important to us to know what you liked, what you'd like to see improved. I don't know that we have any time for questions, but we'll be kind of hovering around. Thank you.